Hello, hello, we are back in the lilac garden. The goal for today, my mom is here, Brenda, Skippy's here, Skippy, and the goal for the day is to finish cleaning out this whole garden, which is like way more than we did yesterday. So we'll see how it all goes. But that is the goal, clean out this garden, which is a mess. Be sure to check out my last video, the part 1 of cleaning out the garden, to see what we did yesterday. But today, yikes, we have lilies to deal with. The irises were not that bad yesterday, but I feel like these are going to be way worse. And yeah, I'm excited to see it looking cleaner than it is now.
These are so beautiful.
They are.
I just love them. They're so pretty.
I'm trying to think.
Are we going to just leave them today, or do you want to just...
Well, I want to keep at least some of them in here. And so I don't know, but some of them are growing totally, these ones are totally outside of what the garden is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So whether we extend the garden or, I mean, I don't know, or move them. Skipper, don't eat grass.
Oh, he eats grass all the time.
Well, that's weird. You're a weird...
He loves to get it out of flower gardens. That tells you how great my flower garden is. He's always pulling out of my flower garden.
Such a weirdo. He's a garden grass kind of guy. What a goober.
He's wagging his tail. Well, we'll see how the irises came are shallow rooted. We'll see how these babies do.
Yeah, I was thinking there's been some rain last night and stuff, so maybe it'll come out a little bit easier.
Really? You got a lot of rain? I didn't know. We hardly got any rain at our house.
Really? I don't know. It was raining this morning when I took my walk.
Oh. Sprinkling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was supposed to rain last night,
yeah,
they say.
I don't know if it did. It's getting a little bit dry here, but I hear some places are terrible. They've gotten so much rain.
You're so weird. You're so weird.
It's probably gonna, you know, bark.
Come on.
Okay, well, we better get some tools.
Okay.
Okay. Did you know I have this at my house, and I don't know how she got it up here. It's a flower. Well, you know what it's called, and this is so interesting. It's called Bells of Scotland.
Oh, fun.
And I thought those little ones that I have were called Bells of Scotland that bloom earlier in the spring, but I just looked this up, and that's what these are called, and they're in the Campanula family. And once they're in your garden, you just cannot... They make pretty purple flower spikes, but you can't get them out of your garden.
It's just
that one right there. They'll be opening soon. They get little purple flowers. I don't know where it came from. Because I don't think I gave you anything that's in here.
No, this was all here. Oh, yeah. So there's more hostas down there.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't put those in there, right?
No, I probably did.
Oh, okay.
They were by the house.
All right. Well, maybe start on the edge over here. I don't know where to start. And then work in and we can deal with those. Maybe if we start... Is there rocks under here? Like
Mama,
edge?
There are rocks everywhere.
I know, but...
What kind of question is that? But yes, there's a border of rocks.
Border. If we take the border out and maybe just start digging. I can't even remember how bad lilies are. I have transplanted some before. But let's see what happens. Not yet. And it is a shame, but it's okay. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know that they're ready to go. They'll soon be blooming, but they're not bad. I don't think they're going to be bad, especially if we get them out little pieces at a time. I'm just going to move this border out of here for now.
Yeah, if we just get one place started, then we can go in from there, you know?
Yep. Oh, well, we can just set them here for now. I thought it worked good the way you did it with the...
We can get the tractor going.
Tractor. That was smart thinking.
So just like we did with the irises, we ended up putting all of the daylilies over by the tree line. I'm doing it a little differently than with the irises, because the irises I actually plan on moving again in the spring when I have a better place set up for them. But the daylilies I'm planning on leaving against the forest, I think, at least for the time being. I think it'll look really nice next year when they grow up and are kind of just a border between the grass and the forest line. I think it'll look so beautiful, especially when they're blooming, but even when they're not, it still just looks nice, and I think it'll cover up kind of a yucky area. Okay, so the lilies are officially gone. That was quite the process. So now we want to just kind of put the hostas where we want them to be and the peonies. So I'm thinking of having 2 clumps of peonies. I should cut those off because they're pretty. Maybe like a clump over here and a clump over there. And then move the hostas, these hostas at least, somewhere. So then it's at least just like a blank empty slate for, a blank empty slate for, you know, planting. Okay, so maybe a plop and a plop of peonies. Where do you think I should put those hostas?
Well, what if you just keep going around?
So just have like one line kind of thing, or right underneath the tree of hostas?
Unless you don't like it. I thought it might be a nice like border, and then you could even extend if you wanted a little bit, so you could put some annuals in front of it, but I don't know if you want to do that.
Like just a border on just this side?
Yeah, or don't worry about annuals. You could have higher something in here instead of something in front of it.
Yeah, I was planning on just putting like kind of annuals in it.
Yeah.
At least for this year.
But do you want to go to the work of like, it wouldn't be that bad,
Of making it bigger?
Yeah, like just putting, I would, like if you put hostas here and then you put some low annuals in front.
Do you think it'd be a bad idea to put a hydrangea in here? Like over there?
No. You mean like that one I gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it just, you
or do
know
you think
how,
I should put that over there?
well, you know where it is in my garden? I mean, it's probably that high and it's been there for 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Is that hydrangea gonna get that big?
I don't know about that one. Some of them are dwarfs. I mean, that little baby's just little and it's already blooming, so it might not get big. I don't know.
Right. I might have put it a little too close to the driveway. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, you might want to move it back a little.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna get that big, maybe it should go over there. Or I could even put a hydrangea and that other bush and then fill it in with lilies. Do you think?
Lilies?
Irises.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And your climber.
And then have the climber
Yeah.
in the back kind of climbing.
Yeah,
What?
I don't want to think about all that grass over there right now and how you're going to have
Yeah,
to
no,
deal with
that's a future problem.
Yeah, that might be better. I mean, you probably only want one big tree in here.
Yeah. And that should be far enough away. Like if this right here is that waggalula.
Wagelia, I think you call it.
So I'm going to prune this down and hopefully next year it'll be nice. And then I could put maybe right here, I could put that hydrangea, just kind of dig a hole and just plop her in this year.
Mm-hmm.
And water it and leave the rest to deal with next year because it's a mess. Okay, so then just continue that row of hostas.
Yep. You've got enough.
Peony,
I mean,
peony.
I don't know if you want to go this way or that way, but this way to me seems like could use it. You've
Okay.
got you got like 3 plants right here. And then you're going to have to move this peony too, even, right? Or do you want this to be where you want it on this side? And
No,
then
I think it should be further in
I do too.
because it's too falling out of the border.
Yep.
And I do agree that probably it would be best to put that up and put something short.
Because it's hard to find anything annuals that you're going to get that's going to, at this point, that's going to get that tall, I think,
Yeah.
to be behind here.
Yeah.
Plus you've got the shade.
I just hate to have to make this bigger.
Well, I know. But it's not terrible, and it doesn't have to be too much.
Especially
Because the
these
stones
rocks
have been there.
are nothing, yeah.
You could, like, literally, yeah. The hostas are as far forward as they're going to come because it's like they're out, you know. They're
Right, but they
nothing
do get bigger, don't they?
well, not this kind. I don't think it's just a little mini kind.
Okay. Because
This
I just
is
remember
it.
the ones I had at the other house got like
yeah,
really big.
Yeah, this is a mini kind.
Oh, perfect.
So
I like
just
that then.
edge this a little, and you can
Yeah.
throw in some, you know, impatiens or begonias or whatever.
Yeah.
You get a fair amount of sun right here, so whatever you want, really.
Yeah. Just put something short in front of there, and that will make it not cover up the stones as much, which would be nice.
And the stones look pretty.
Yeah.
The stones look nice.
Is this
So-
a weed?
No, I think that's
The Scotland thing.
wait, no. Is that isn't this. We better get rid of that. I don't know what it is. I was thinking it was a shoot from the lilac, but it's not.
Either
You might
way.
be able to just, oh, it just came right out. Good. Something that grew in there. If I knew almost looks like a beech tree, but I don't know what it
We
is.
do not want any beech trees in there.
Might as well cut these off and enjoy them in the house.
Yes.
Do they break? Nope, not very good.
I can go get my clippers.
Yeah, I just bent it. But. And also, I just want to, this soil seems pretty nice right here. I just want to make this in the right place for you. There you go. Like, does that look good? You want it a little closer? This got stomped on, I guess. You want it a little closer so it...
Yeah.
I'll make it a little
Maybe
closer.
a little closer. So I'm kind of thinking, oh, where this is might not be a bad place for a peony to stay. Like move a couple more over here and then some more over there.
Yeah. Decide what color you want where too, because...
Well, from what I've seen, there's one that's darker and the rest are all light.
I know, and that darker one was just like teeny, wasn't it?
It was what?
Not very big.
Yeah, and I couldn't reach it. But who knows, like, what this is. It never bloomed.
You also don't have to have them all in here. You could just have some.
Right.
Just depends on what you want.
Because in theory they can get really bushy, right?
In theory they can. Sometimes they get so big and then they all, so annoying, they all fall over, but
Yeah.
that's why I don't like to have them. If they get too big, that's what happens to them.
Yeah, they almost look like bushes.
Yeah, and then
they're all falling
it
over.
seems like inevitably when they're blooming, it rains and they knock all the blossoms are like falling all the way over on the ground.
Yeah. Well, I was noticing that about the irises even, that everything was just falling over.
Yeah, they get like top heavy or whatever.
I told Amanda I would give her one of my peony plants.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do you want any? Do you have them?
I wouldn't mind a little piece of that light pink one. I'm crazy about light pink in it.
Yeah, well, they're all light pink. Pretty much so.
Well,
Take one.
I'll just take a little. See if there's, a little piece somewhere.
Whatever you want.
Make sure I get the weeds out of here. As much as possible. And see, this one could already be split in two, which maybe I should. Spread it out. Make it go a little further around. I think this looks nice. Like it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm going to cut this in half. Is that okay with you?
Yes. Use the root slayer.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Really?
I'm not actually sure though.
Oh.
Root cutter or something. It is a nice shovel with the little saw.
It's awesome.
It's great.
Sorry, plant. Hang in there. Better days are on the way. I just hope that this I'm going in the right curve that you like.
Oh, it's fine.
What are those from? Well, that must be peony root. Wonder. I think so.
Are these gonna stay green after I move them?
Yeah, I think so. If you water them.
Yeah,
I think they're going to maybe do better if we get them. Well, these are kind of split up anyways, but try to get this junk out of here. It's got more roots than you think.
Yeah, good grief.
And when they're split up, they'll make more. So if you want more, you got more.
Well, there's might be more there next year.
Holy
Good
smolies.
grief. Yeah. It is so toasty today.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, this garden, though. That looks cute, those hostas like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And then have fun, something fun and bushy down there.
Yeah. Whatever your little heart desires. And now's a good time to buy stuff because it's like on sale.
Right. So what I have now, I'm going to put the hydrangea over there. I have one dahlia, one coleus, and those 3 hollyhocks. Those are the things that I have sitting on my porch right now.
Just don't really know how those hollyhocks are gonna... I mean, you could put them in the back here.
Is it because they're tall?
Yeah, I mean, tall spikes with this tree. I don't know. Is it gonna look weird or not?
I don't know. What is this garbage? It's like growing right on the border.
Yeah, this is a terrible mess
underneath
right here.
the border. What I worry is that I'm like breaking the roots and they're just gonna come up again, you know. But I can deal with that, you know, when it happens.
Can't be as
Take them
bad
out
as
when they're
this.
early. These are pretty peonies.
That's peony. So, whoops.
Here, you take some. Oh, sorry, nice flower. You take some home.
Well, maybe a little, but I like, my gardens are so crowded, I just hardly need anything because I don't even have room.
Right. As long as, if the garden isn't so overwhelmed like it was before, then it doesn't matter if it's in the middle, you can still reach in there and,
Right.
you know, get a...
It was just this crowded, big, jumbled mess of everything. You didn't know what you were getting into.
Is this can't be the lilac root, is it?
No.
Oh.
Pretty sure not. That looks like a piece of wood. What is that? Is that really a trunk?
Oh.
Root?
Oh.
Oh, it is a rotten root. A rotten root.
Yeah, maybe there was a tree here once or something.
Yeah.
So, do you think like just one hole and you put all of them in there?
Okay, so the thing with these is you have to be a little careful with peonies, and I'm not an expert on this, but this is a nice one right here. But you got to plant them just to where the crowns are, they call them, I think. But you can see where the dirt was. So you just got to put them back the way they were, as far as how high the dirt is.
Okay.
Otherwise, they won't do anything. They won't bloom, and I know from experience. But got a nice hole there, and let's get some of those little beautiful baubles out of there.
Bad.
Oh man, there's millions of those suckers in here.
Everywhere.
Oh.
So, do you think we can put more than that in there, or just that?
I think that... What kind of a look do you want? Because
I would like a little bushy thing right there and a bushy thing right there of peonies, is what I was thinking.
I mean, this is gonna bush out a lot more, I think. It's only growing from... You could probably put a little more in there. Like I said, when they get too thick, they just fall over and they're floppy and...
Like this is too much?
It's ridiculous.
Or no?
Ridiculous. Yeah, if you just put that in there. I'm going to move it. I'm going to just give it room to grow.
Okay.
And get rid of this jazz.
Yeah, exactly.
Grow, baby, grow. And we'll water you, okay? Just stay alive now. More, and actually it'll be better for these plants if you take these blooms off. So it's not putting a...
Pressure on them to...
Yeah, it doesn't put energy into them to have to take care of those.
Actually, my things are right here.
Even if you snip off those, yeah, you got the idea. You know what you're talking about. Actually, if you want to make it look nicer, you could just trim everything even. I can run these inside if you want. And if you want to cut that one off, and I'll just take those inside. You might even want, like, when you get some annuals, so that when you walk out of the house and look at your garden, you see
Pretty.
Yeah, something right there.
Yeah, totally.
I think that would be nice. And to me, this is like this big root, and there's one little thing coming out of it.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's not,
this whole thing just had this coming out of it.
They're not really doing that. We're not doing that great. But see, there's a new little bit of life right there. Is this all we got? Oh no, we got this. This one's better.
Do you think this one's any good? This was all connected and I broke it on accident.
Well, yeah, you could throw it in there. Yeah, looks a lot nicer. So, if we get the edger, do you want
to
just do that a little bit more?
Figure out the edge of it and then... So again, similarly to what we did with the irises on the last video, I just poured a bunch of dirt on top of the daylilies, and I didn't dig a hole or anything. I just poured dirt on top of them, and they're not going to look pretty this year because they're smushed flat, but next year they should grow new and grow upwards, and I think that they will be just gorgeous. So unfortunately, as I was ending this video and I was watering the plants, I realized after the fact that my microphone was not on. So you don't have any of the great babbling that I'm sure I was doing, but the garden does look oh so amazing. I wanted to give the plants a lot of water because it was a hot day, and you know, transplanting is a lot of work for the poor little guys. So hopefully this good drink will help them grow strong and, you know, flourish as the season goes on. But here is an overview of the garden, all cleaned out. The rocks are just set aside, so I'm going to put new plants in. I'm hoping to go this Saturday and get some new plants from the greenhouses. I'm sure there are a lot of very discounted plants because it is super late in the season, so I'm hoping to find some there. And then I have some mulch that I can put on, and it'll just look fantastic. So it looks great. I'm also really excited to see the lilies planted along the tree line. Obviously, they're not going to look great this year, but next year I think that will be a really fun place for them to be growing, and it'll kind of show the stop of the lawn and the start of the forest. So it looks great. I'm very happy about it. I just also wanted to show you my garden over here because it looks so, so beautiful and everything's growing great. My hydrangea is blooming. It's starting to bloom and it looks so, so beautiful. How fun is that? It brings me so much joy every time I pull into the driveway or every time I sit on the porch just to see all of the flowers blooming, and I can't wait for the lilac garden to look equally as lovely. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check in next video, and we'll be planting and making the lilac garden look absolutely stunning. So I will see you then. Have a great day.